Hey you guys, what it do, what's up, what's good, what's popping? My name is Sani. If it is your first time here, welcome to my channel, or if you've been around and you stuck around, I am thankful for you because I have not been around. Ooh, we're rhyming. My name is Sani. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, I create faith and lifestyle content on here. Kind of took a bit of a break and we'll kind of chat about that in this video, but I just wanted to do a little life update for you guys, Q&A situation, just catch up with you guys, catch up with my internet besties, and I'm so excited for today's video. So before we get right into this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let's just get right into the video. Alright guys, so let's talk about it. I came here barefaced. I literally just did my hair, it's in twists. We're looking crazy, but we're still looking cute though. And I wanted to film this video because I know the fact that I have been MIA. Literally the last video I uploaded literally was my proposal one, and then I tapped out. Let me just start with the update of how I am. I am doing good, you guys. I think I am just so thankful that I serve the God that I serve. What else can you be other than grateful to have a God who is holy, who is all-knowing, who is self-existent, who is pure, who is light, who is spirit, who is good, and who is so faithful and just and kind. And man, I just am so thankful. You know, I think last week Sunday when I was praying, I was just like thanking God, like it's like kind of like pray to God, like show your thanksgiving. I was like, God, thank you for just being God. Thank you for being who you are, because where would I have been without that? Like, I'm so thankful for God who will prune me, who will sanctify me, who will take me through the valleys, though the valleys are hard, and I've had some really low moments with God in the valley, but he sustained me and he carried me and he was with me. And a God that is so faithful that he will grow me because he doesn't want to keep me stagnant. He sees that I have growth, he sees that there's potential in me, and he doesn't want to leave me complacent. Like, that is the type of God that I serve, and I'm so thankful also that he will give me what I need, not what I want. There's so many things that I've learned. I think last year when I took my break, I came back with 24 lessons I learned or something like that. I might do the same thing again at the end of this year or early next year to talk about the lessons that God taught me, because there were so many lessons. But I'm good, you guys. God is good, he's faithful, he's merciful, you know, he's such a good God, and he means what he says. Like, he truly is sovereign, he truly is faithful, he truly is holy, he's in control, and he's just such a good God, like a holy, like the privilege that I have to serve a holy God, like it's just beyond me. And the last time I was on here was the proposal vlog, and thank you so much for all the cute messages and love on that. I still can't believe that happened. Like, sometimes I literally like look at my ring and I'm just like, what do you mean? She's so pretty. And it still feels like a dream. It still feels very surreal, and I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful. Let's talk about this one thing first. I saw this one question. I saw it multiple times, like, how's married life? How are you doing? What's it like being a wife? Like, all of these questions about being a wife. And I had said on my Instagram, I was like, guys, I'm not married. I'm a fiance. And someone had sent me a DM that said, oh, I thought I saw your lobola. Like, I saw you got lobolad. I'm so confused. And I was like, yeah, I did. But I actually, in this engagement season, have learned that everyone's take on when you are married is very different, you know. So some people, when you have finished your lobola, they will consider you married. Obviously, also under customary law, you're not even technically, you're married. But for me, that I'm not married. For me, I consider myself to be married when I have signed, and most importantly, I've said my vows to God to commit my life to being a wife, to being a partner to my fiance, and loving him and caring for him, and just being so selfless in my role as a wife and just marriage, you know. So that is when I would consider myself. So for me, I find it very interesting that obviously some people will consider, like, and I heard it a lot for me, hey, like after my lobola negotiations, I heard it a lot, like, oh, you're technically married, and I didn't like that because I was like, but I'm not. And it kind of gives it kind of gives room for people to quote unquote rebel. Does that make sense? Like that feeling of like, oh, I'm married anyway, I guess I can live with my partner. Oh, I guess I'm married, I guess I can, you know, sleep with you, I can have sex with you, I can. And I'm just like, no, don't plant such seeds in my mind, guys. I am not married yet. I'm going to be married soon, you guys, very much so soon. Which I still don't know how I feel about that. It feels very surreal today. Specifically, I feel so much like anxiousness, if that makes sense. And it's not even like a bad anxiousness, as if like, oh my gosh, I'm like, not like the bad anxiety, but it's more like the surrealness of I am literally about to step into something so deep, so heavy, so intense. I took this break because God needed to prepare me for that. I think God is such a faithful God that he will prepare you for what he has in store for you. You know, if you're willing to let him prepare you, he will prep you for those moments in your life. So for me, it was God just prepping me to be a wife, God prepping me for marriage, and that wasn't something that was an easy thing. God really, like, I truly feel like when I say my vows, I'm going to truly mean for better, for worse, because God showed me, like, it's not a game, it's not a joke, like, this is serious business. And I've always been someone who takes relationships very seriously. I'm very intentional about all my relationships, right? I was intentional with singleness, I was intentional with my relationship, you know, I've been intentional with engagement even, and you need to be even more intentional with marriage. So God has been teaching me the intentionality of, it's a deep thing you're getting into. Hey, like it carries so much weight. Some people treat it so lightly, people don't honor it, people walk into it and they think, oh, I don't want it, they get a divorce. Like, this is serious. Take it seriously. Similar to your walk with the Lord, your salvation, you take it seriously, you take your faith seriously. Don't play around with it, you know, don't take it and treat it like it's a play. Like, this is serious. For me, some people might say to me like, oh, you're so serious, you take your faith so seriously, why don't you have fun, why don't you? I'm like, why would I take my salvation? Did Jesus say, oh, it's not that serious when he died on the cross for me? No, he didn't. So similarly, I take my walk with the Lord very seriously, and I take marriage very seriously, especially because marriage is a picture of Christ and the church. Like, that should not be taken lightly. I'm not ready to fully talk about engagement because the values, the pruning, the sanctification, ooh, that was intense. It was a lot. I think I had one specific month I struggled deeply with my faith. I struggled deeply with my mental health. Like, I was telling like certain people that what it felt like was, if you guys have ever read Elijah, when after he performed the miracle of the rain, and then Jezebel was like to him, when I find you, I'm gonna kill you. And he was so fearful that he ran for his life, and then he found a tree, sat under that tree, and was like, God, I'm done. Like, just take me now. God, I can't carry this. It's heavy. That's how I felt in that one particular month. It was heavy. I just laid down, and it was a lot to take in. Hey, like, I think, but then God really showed me the seriousness of, like, let me tell you this. If ever any of you guys desire marriage or you want to get married, take your relationship with God seriously now. Don't be the type of people that will say, oh, I'm going to take it seriously only when I'm married. Please take it seriously now. Because you literally will go through the most, if God is not your anchor, if God is not the anchor you stand on and you desire marriage, it is going to fail. It really will. If you're not intentional about, I'm going to make sure I have my time with Jesus, I'm going to be in my word, I'm going to be in prayer. Because something I didn't realize that people say so much is that the devil hates marriage. And I thought, oh yeah, he hates marriage. No, he hates it. He hates it. And you need to be prayed up. You need to make sure that you're intentional about your walk with the Lord, that you're having your Jesus time, that you're intentional and you're prioritizing your relationship with the Lord, your walk with the Lord, that you are protecting your faith. Because you know what? At the end of the day, what the enemy is after is your faith. He's not after your wealth. He's not after your blessings. He's not after, this. No, it's after your faith. Because your faith is your birthright. That is literally the most important thing you have. That is your treasure. He's after that, because if you don't have your faith, what else do you have? What else do you have? You have absolutely nothing. Like, once he's taken your faith, he's just like, you're useless. But then if you have faith, true, genuine faith, that's why he's going to consistently try to attack you, constantly try to get you, because that shames him. Like, if you have that, he can't touch you. So he's always going to try to attack that. So make sure you prioritize your faith. I literally, that month that I struggled so much with my faith, I was like, but I'm not going to give it up though. Like, I'm struggling, but I'm not going to give it up. And I think that is something that is really, 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 really important. If you desire marriage and you're still single, or you're dating, or you're in a serious relationship, or you're engaged, start taking your walk with the Lord seriously. It's not play, guys. Marriage is not play. It's not fun and games. It's not. There's this one book we are reading called Sacred Marriage, and it's like, what if marriage is to make you holy, not happy? Because that's what it is. It's to sanctify you. It's to make you holy. It's not a walk in the park. It's not play. It's not to make you happy. It's not to make you feel comfortable. It's not to make you. That's not what marriage is for. You know. And I heard it so much. They say that marriage is sanctifying, and in this book specifically there was a part where it says, like, if you want to be single, I mean, if you want to do a lot for God, if you want to do a lot for his kingdom, if you want to be busy devoting your whole life for the Lord, stay single. But if you want to be made more like Christ, get married. And I said, because that's what I heard a lot, and engagement really taught me that. And I was like, so essentially, I just wanted to put it like that to say that overall, for me, engagement has been God prepping me, pruning me, sanctifying me, and getting me ready for this deep, deep thing that he has blessed me with. Marriage is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful thing, but also, like, it's a heavy thing. You know, like, it's a heavy, heavy thing. It's not a walk in a park. It's not some, like, the vows that you take, you should mean them. Hey, like, similarly how I think in one video, I think was the talking stage video, and I spoke about, like, be careful about saying you love someone. Don't just utter the words based on feeling. Your actions should portray that you love this person as well, you know. So when you say vows that you're going to be with someone, you're going to commit your life to someone, you should mean that. And God showed me how to mean that. If anything, engagement was beautiful but hard, and challenging yet fulfilling. Does that make sense? God really pruned me and grew my character and grew my capacity to love unconditionally, to serve unconditionally, to fall at the feet of Jesus, and to just be someone that magnifies him and glorifies him and honors marriage, because God wants marriage to be honored because he created it, right? So anything God created, he wanted to be honored, and I want to be the type of person that honors marriage, right? I'm so thankful that God cares for me so deeply that he'll break my bones to recapture my heart, you know, that he will sanctify me in a way that, yes, can be painful and brutal and hard, and the valleys are not easy, but he's also equally the same God where there's fruits behind that. Like, if you allow God to just give God time to cook, man, and you'll see the fruits of it, you know. And now I'm like starting to see the fruits, and I'm just like, thank you, God, that you took me through the valleys, because had you not taken me through the valleys, I wouldn't be ready for this. Be thankful for the valleys. Be thankful for the sanctification. Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby and say, God, it's too hard. Because if you say that, then you're gonna stay stagnant. Do you really want to stay stagnant? Like, the whole point is for God to, it's holiness over comfort. I said this before in a video. If you focus too much on your comfort, you're gonna miss so much that God has in store for you. Engagement has been beautiful. I've truly grown so much. I have changed so much, and I'm just so thankful for that God pruned me, developed my character, developed my heart, developed so much in me, you know, in the both of us. Obviously, I wouldn't change those difficult moments. I would not take those away. I would not ask God to take that thorn in my flesh away, because his grace has been truly sufficient. You know, in my weaknesses, he truly has been made strong, and his grace truly has been sufficient the whole time. Next thing I want to talk about is wedding planning. You know what? I always thought that I always would be the type of person who would be able to vlog all of these wedding planning things and all of that stuff, but I have not vlogged a single thing. I'm trying now, but so much has happened that, like, I'm just like, is it even worth it to even put out a vlog? But wedding planning has been going interesting. It's been special. I think once it feels like I'm dreaming. It doesn't feel like it's my wedding. It doesn't feel like I'm planning my own wedding. But at the same time, I'm so excited, and I'm so like, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting married. I'm actually going to be a Mrs. I'm actually going to be Mrs. R. And I'm just so excited for that. Like, and also like the fact that I get to marry my best friend and he gets to be my husband. So it makes all the challenging moments in wedding planning worth it when I look at him or I think about him, and I'm like, but it's all worth it, because at the end of the day I get to be with you, you know, which is so beautiful and so great. So Everything going good. Yeah, it's coming up soon, which is very exciting. I'm not gonna say when, I'm not gonna spoil all of those things just for privacy purposes, but yeah, it's been interesting. And I haven't vlogged, so if you guys are expecting wedding planning vlogs, I don't really think I vlogged that much. I think I will vlog maybe perhaps like maybe 3 weeks leading up to the wedding, and that's something I can do for sure. But like as for like actual wedding, I have not vlogged a single thing. I've tried to, but it's not much. It's really not much. And also I got like so many where have you been or have you abandoned us. I hope now you guys understand when I say that engagement has been a lot. That's why I've been away. I will prioritize my faith. I'll prioritize what God has given me in my hand that matters the most. I will prioritize that. So don't hate me, guys, don't hate me. I said on Instagram, I was like, when you guys enter this season of life, you'll understand, and I pray and hope that people will have grace for you when you enter the season of life, because it's a lot. I got a few questions about school's going fine. I choose not to talk about school on here because I don't know, it's just that one thing I just keep to myself and I keep very private, and I don't really talk about it. I don't know, you guys can ask me about school, but I don't think I will in detail or in depth answer the question. I'll keep it very vague. Next thing we have, I got a few questions on my hair which is so funny, and like, are you gonna create hair content again? No. How have I been growing my hair and hair tips? Let me tell you, my sister literally said this to me this morning. She's like, you don't deserve the hair that you have because you don't take care of it. I'm the laziest person when it comes to my hair. Before, when I did the natural hair content and all of that stuff, I really did do too much. I did this, that. Literally, my steps, I literally pick whatever. And the only time I wash my hair genuinely is when my hair starts to feel like a skirpot. That's the only time okay, wrap it up, Kinside, you gotta wash your hair. Other than that, when I do wash it, I'll use a random shampoo, a random conditioner, a random moisturizer, a random oil, and then I will braid it in huge chunks and I'll leave it like that for a while. Then sometimes I'll take it out and I'll style it, but rarely. I think for me, my biggest tip that I've learned this time around growing out my hair is less is more. Less is more. Your hair will retain length, it'll grow, it'll be healthy. Less is more. I feel like your hair knows you. I feel like when you focus on it too much, it stops growing. It starts acting like it doesn't like you, but you leave it alone, it will be fine. And then I got another question asking like, why am I suddenly growing out my hair? I think I spoke about this before. I started growing out my hair after I met my parents-in-law when I met them for the first time, because I realized I'm actually going to get married and I didn't want to be a bald bride. There's nothing wrong with being a bald bride. There's really nothing wrong with that. People are beautiful with bald head, but I just didn't want to because I was like, where's my veil going to go? I have to sellotape the veil to the back of my head? No, we can't do that. But honestly, genuinely, that's why I was growing out my hair. I was technically growing out my hair for my wedding. And if I decide to cut it again, I can. It's not that deep. I think I've learned that hair is really whatever. Like, I'm not as strict. I need to do this, I need to use that, I'm just like, hey, it's just hair, man. So that's why my sister literally said I don't deserve it, because I don't really treat it like it's the most important thing in the world. I don't really have any hair tips, guys. I don't have any. Just less is more. Keep it, like, for the most part. Also, I tend to do like mini twists and I'll leave it for a really long time. The only thing with mini twists is that eventually my hair starts to lock, so I have to undo those. But other than that, that is that. So that's all the hair growth questions. I don't really do much, guys. Like, when I tell you I found the most random shampoo, a random conditioner, random moisturizer, random oil, and then I keep it moving, and water obviously, and things like that. But yeah, I got a few other questions about social media and my view on social media, my view on content creation, and do I see myself stopping content creation and all of that stuff. My view on social media obviously has changed. My capacity for social media has changed. I don't care for it as much. I can be off it for a long time. Like, it doesn't define me. I think before, in the beginning of my journey with content creation, I really idolized it, and I thought that this was where my worth was found. This was where, like, if I don't get the engagement, if I don't get the views, the followers, the this, the that, that means that me, myself, I'm a, like, unfulfilled person. I'm not worthy. I'm not enough. And now I'm just like, guys, social media real life needs to be lived. So I think with that in mind, I think my showing up on social media or my creating content will not be from a space of I feel like I have to do it because it makes me feel like I'm enough. Does that make sense? Now instead it is I do it because I get to, because I want to, you know, not because I have to, because it's this thing that fulfills me. I do it now out of, I'm getting to the place where I'm doing it out of a point of love, where truly if God took away the brand opportunities, God took away that, which I haven't had any of that in like a very long time, would I still want to show up and add value into people? I'm not really as, I need the money, I need the engagement, I need the followers, I need the, like, truly, like, I've lost like so many followers, so many subscribers, and I don't care. You know, my engagement has gone like way down. I don't care anymore. Those things don't really matter to me anymore, and I think God needed to strip me away from that to show me that that is not what is important. That is not why I placed you here. I placed you here because I wanted you to add value. Whether you get the benefit or not, do it because you're serving me through it, you know. So yeah, social media has, my capacity or my view on social media has changed. Sometimes I feel like social media is stupid. It's dumb. It's like, why do we place so much focus on something that is just, we have no boundaries, we just scroll, like, it's just, why, you know? So yeah, would I see myself stopping? Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Would I see myself continuing? Yes. Has my capacity for it changed? Absolutely. Just similarly to my capacity to everything. Become a wife. God will change your capacity for everything. God will change how you got, guys. If my camera keeps like shaking, I'm sorry. I had to makeshift a tripod. But so much changes when you allow God to prune you and change you. Like, so much changes. Yeah, I don't really have much to say, guys. That's honestly, I think, everything I wanted to say. I just wanted to say hey. I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been, where my heart has been. God is just such a good, faithful God. Maybe one day I'll do an in-depth video on what engagement really is. I obviously want to do a video. I'm someone who's very like, so I've done singleness, I've done the talking stage. I want to do a video on dating. I want to do a video on pre-engagement, because if any of you guys watch me and I'm your internet bestie and none of you guys do pre-engagement counseling, I will come and I will chase after you guys. Pre-engagement has been very important, and I do want to talk about that, and then engagement and what engagement has been and all of that stuff. Engagement for me has been the toughest but the most beautifulest thing all at the same time. And marriage, I'll probably talk about it once I've been a couple of years in. I'm not a marriage expert, I don't know much. So yeah, guys, anyway, I feel like I've spoken quite a bit, and that's all I have to say for now. I kind of think this is what I'll do, maybe if I feel like, oh, I want to film and just like talk and just share my heart. But I'm good, guys. My absence was not because I didn't want to be on here, but really because God really required me to just sit down and let him deal with me and prep me and prune me and all of those things, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys, I'm sure you guys understand. You guys understand. If anything, I really do take your messages out of love that you guys missed me, which I missed you guys as well. I missed you guys so much. So anyway, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to give us a big massive thumbs up, comment down below. I will try my best to get out a few videos for you guys before the wedding. And yeah, I love you guys. For me, your left-handed bestie. I love you guys, and I can't wait to be back. But please give me grace. Please give me grace. Similar to how you guys had grace for me pre-engagement, have grace, and had grace for me in engagement. Please have grace for me in marriage. I am begging of you guys, please have grace. Have grace for me. I don't know what that will look like, so I can't really tell you guys and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this and this. I don't know what that season of life will look like, especially in the beginning stages. And obviously I want to prioritize my marriage first and foremost, and then how God wants me to serve him through social media and all of that stuff. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it will not be too long. And yeah, bye friends.